Hello, I'm John Harder from Delhi, Ontario, Canada. I want to talk to you about the billion coin today. Uh, Many people have heard about the billion coin, and it's very likely that it's not really a new thing to you. I don't know. Before I say much about the billion coin, though, I want to first talk about something else a little bit. The fiat money system that we have currently that is about to collapse under its own weight. Now, if you have no idea how the money system works, how our current monetary system works, well, do yourself a huge favor and educate yourself on this. Because if you've been noticing that year after years things get worse and worse and tighter, and you've wanted to get out of debt, and you realize it never works, and then you find out that it's like that for everybody. Yeah, most people that have a job, they can get by, but it's usually not much more than from paycheck to paycheck, unless you have some pretty high-paying job or an owner of a company or whatever. But even if you are an owner of a company, and even if the company makes pretty darn good revenue, most of that revenue is still passed up to just a few people that pretty much collect all the wealth from the globe. Yes, from the entire world. Most of the wealth goes only to just a few people. And so, you see, the monetary system is set up in such a way that we're not meant to understand it. It's not meant that the average citizen, either Canadian or US or wherever you are, it's not meant for us to understand how the monetary system works. Because if we knew, we would just say, hell no, no way, we're not going to let the government get away with that. There's just no way that we're going to let that, keep on like that. And yet, because we're all ignorant, because you trust your government, and because they don't teach that in school, no. We think that, we think that the people that are in government that we've elected, yeah, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They run the agenda of the school systems. It's all operated by government. And then you gotta wonder, how do they distract humanity enough that we do not know what's going on behind the curtains? It reminds me of a clip from I can't remember the movie right now, but where Toto the dog pulls back the curtain, and then Dorothy sees that, oh, it's there is no big Wizard of Oz. It's just, oh, Wizard of Oz, there you go. There's just a man behind the curtain trying to perform some sort of magic. Well, listen, that is how our banking system works. There's just this little team, just a few people behind the curtain that are pulling all the strings. They're creating all the wars that are going on. They're creating all sorts of distractions so people will not only be blinded as to what's going on with the monetary system and how and what their their actual plan eventually is, but uh, pulling all kinds of strings to get people on their side, so that to convince people that we need wars. For instance, look at 9/11. If you are one of those that's still convinced that 9/11 there was jets that actually flew into the buildings, and that there was that there was an Obama bin Laden and all that kind of stuff, if you still believe that propaganda, maybe you need to check to see if what all areas you have been blinded, because that's all that the school system is for, is to get people right off the start school very early, and people, I mean, heck, children are being put in schools barely out of their diapers. School system right away. Why is it? Well, in many cases both parents have to work in order to make ends meet. You think there's a reason for that? No, there wouldn't be any reason for it, except for the fact that the banking cartel, the elite few, if you want to call them elite, I think they don't deserve that term per se, but there is a few, the central banksters that channel just about all the wealth from the entire globe to them, just themselves. It's all set up this way, and if you aren't aware how it all works, if you go and look up hidden secrets of money on YouTube, you'll find it there. So and all of this is to distract people from getting from even thinking that there is a possibility that they can actually achieve success and become wealthy. Because you see, this artificial poverty is being spread through the school system first, and then of course in the work system, through colleges and all that. Everything is programmed for that. You'd think that when you watch news on TV, that you're watching that, what comes over TV, that is truth. No. It is called programming for a reason. You only see on the news what they want you to see. And most of it is made up. Most of it is made up. So now that I've talked about the distractions, about what makes people feel enclosed, what makes people feel this feeling of scarcity that we all feel, that we would like to get ahead, but for some reason everybody's in the same boat. Well, this monetary system that we are currently using is about to collapse, and when it does, the weight of it is hung around the necks of the general population. You can count on that those who planned all this and who are behind it, they're not going to go down with the ship. You know how they say the captain goes down? No, not this time. This time the captain, and it's always like that. They just get richer by every movement, by the booms and the busts, everything we see in the financial system. And you will understand this when you educate yourself and go, and learn how does the money system work. Hidden Secrets of Money. Go and look it up and educate yourself on that. Okay, now I'd like to talk about the billion coin for a little bit yet. There are millions, many, many millions, increasingly so. Poverty, impoverished people, so many children starve to death each year, while there are just a handful of people so immensely rich, having way more money than all the rest of the people in the world put together. Is there something wrong with that picture in your mind? Think about it. As far as the banking system and the governments are concerned, now I know they don't teach you this in school, but go and look it up and educate yourself. Your kids, your innocent children and grandkids are already in debt. Are you okay with that? See, the billion coin has been designed to counteract all this, to give wealth to all of them, to all people who will take it, who will accept it. This gives wealth to those very poor, and many, many of them have already been helped thanks to the billion coin. And many, many more are still being helped daily. There are so many millionaires being created through this cryptocurrency called the billion coin. There are many cryptocurrencies these days, thanks to Bitcoin for blazing the way for other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin really isn't the greatest of a coin, but there are many very good coins now that are filling many gaps that were empty before, but none come close to filling the gap when it comes to the gap of poverty, and to lift humanity up into wealth that is for all. This is the billion coin is a system that helps all who will accept it. So if you want to have wealth, we give 25,000 kringles. This is just a small portion of a coin, because right now 1 billion coin is worth just about $2 billion. Just about. It's only going to be a few more days until, did I say billion? I meant million. And it's just in a few more days until 1 billion coin will be worth $1 million. And it goes up daily until it reaches its ultimate price of $1 billion per coin, for the reason of the coin being worth so much at its full price. In order to break it down to very, very small fractional fractions, so that we can buy say a pop or a soda or a coffee or whatever, so we can break it down enough. And for that change is called kringles. We give 25,000 kringles to every new member that joins our community in the billion coin. This small gift will, at the full price of the TBC coin, be worth $250,000. So if you want to do that, if you want to get that coin and you want to be get $250,000 richer, then accept the free gift and hang on to it until, well, around the end of next year or so is when the billion coin would reach its full price. So when it does, that'll be worth that then. Doesn't mean you can't use it before that, but if you want to all the benefit out of it, yeah, it would be worth it then. Now, what do you think? When you have a currency that fluctuates in price a lot, like most of the cryptocurrencies do, most of them, they fluctuate in price, and that's good for some reasons. For some things, it's good. For instance, in the exchanges, it's quite easy to make quite a bit of money with that. If you know how to guess when the coin is going to go up or down, if you know how to do that, you can actually make quite a bit of money with that. But at the same time, when you want to have a coin that reaches even the poorest of people and to give wealth to them, those coins won't cut it. You need a coin like the billion coin, which is at this point the only one of its kind, but there'll be more. There'll be more. When people see the success and the absolute wealth that they can have using this kind of that kind of currency, there'll be more. I really believe that. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to accept this gift, it's a free gift. There is a $10 fee for the wallet though, and that pays for your transactions, so that there's no transaction fees. You know, if you pay $10 for the wallet, there's no transaction fees by sending when you're using the coin, when you're sending it to somebody or receiving it. But you know, with other cryptocurrencies, there's always transaction fees. Well, that is covered with this one-time $10 fee. So the links are below this video if you want to check it out more, or you want to collect your 25,000 Kringles. Thank you so much for watching this video.